Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Chanticleers will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ragin' Cajuns offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance, so I'm anticipating the playbook to expand.
Brings it in down the left side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Here's a heat. Got a man, it's Robertson. Turning on the Jets. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Ragin' Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Ragin' Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Ragin' Cajuns once backed up in the shadow of their own goal post. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will go to work for the 1st time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A first down for the offense. On the run, it's John. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. The play-action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Under fire. Get it out on the screen. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. And the shot to clears will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Finds his man. It's Sampson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Finds him out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. And the raging Cajuns are marching down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, raging Cajuns. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They needed to find the 22. The shot that clears are in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Lowers those pads. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the shot that clears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Using his legs, it's John. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Barber. Quarterback now breaking the field.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The shot that clears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the shot that clears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech.
Got room to work. Pass the sticks, and he may get more.
Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Right back to the well. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Ragin' Cajuns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it and fires to the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. And the Ragin' Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The raging Cajuns will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The shot that clears can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, give on the inside. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the shot that clears headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, that play just took a lot of time to develop. The longer the quarterback held on to the football, the longer the time that strong safety had to just think, you know what, I know I'm supposed to be back here covering, but I'm going to go get myself involved. And he shows you his speed as he was able to close the gap.
To the air, it's Barber. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move and still couldn't get loose. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Right on the money. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The shot that clears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Slams it ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, shot to clear. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. An impressive, long, methodical Meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Howard. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He's got it, first down and more. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. And the Ragin' Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in, it's Robertson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Ragin' Cajuns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Keeps it on the draw. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Howard. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And the Ragin' Cajuns will have a first down.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Ragin' Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got room on the return. And with the interception. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the air on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Looking to pass, it's Howard. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
Here's a throw downfield late.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Short on fourth down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the shot to clears decide to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Howard. Oh, they're after him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Robertson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They just keep firing. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. To throw on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The shot that clears are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. breaks the tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing